Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the fabulous MGM Grand Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Tecate, the official beer of boxing, Innovate Motors, O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day, Twin Peaks, Eats, Drinks, Views, and Fashion Nova, the #1 Googled fashion brand in the world. This bout is sanctioned by the WBA, the president, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Introducing our judges at ringside, Tim Cheatham, Glenn Feldman, and Dave Moretti. And gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, it's time for the Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red, white, and blue trunks, fighting out of St. Peter's Boxing Club, and hailing from Clearwater, Florida. He weighed in at a ready 146 1/2 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 29 wins, no losses, with 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight in his 6th world title appearance, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the longest current reigning welterweight champion, the hard-hitting, acclaimed, and undefeated WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing Keith one-time Thurman. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over, wearing white trunks with multi-color trim. As the distinguished boxing senator, he is fighting out of and proudly representing the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 146 1/2 pounds. Truly one of the renowned idols of boxing today. His record stands at 61 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, in his 28th world title appearance, here is the icon of the sport and future Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and only Manny Pacman Pacquiao. And now introducing our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Kenny Bayless.
Okay, Manny, Keith. Trunks are good on both sides. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, I would caution to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Touch them up.
All right, here we go from MGM Grand Garden Arena. Sold out, over 14,000 on hand. Manny Pacquiao in his 71st professional bout. Keith one-time Thurman, unbeaten at 29-0, 22 wins coming via knockout. We are underway. Round 1, scheduled for 12. Keith Thurman placed 3 bets on himself to knock out Manny Pacquiao in the 1st, 2nd, or 7th round tonight.
That's a tall order. One thing about me when I was fighting, I never bet on myself. Although I was very confident in myself, but I never bet on myself.
What do you expect early, Joe Goosen?
Well, you know, you're seeing what you're getting right now. Manny Pacquiao came out and he threw a right hook, and he missed it, you know, by a half a mile, but just landed a nice straight left hand on Thurman. And Thurman started pressing, and there he goes. He's starting to cut loose. I think we're going to see a lot of back and forth action here with some good shots landed by both guys in these first few rounds. because one of them wants to make a stand. They both want to make a stand and to assert their dominance over the other. So let's see who gets away with what. That's a good right hand by Thurman right there.
And I was expecting Thurman to come out a little bit moving, but he's
standing his ground, right?
Yeah, he's standing his ground. He's waiting to see what happens. And I thought he was going to be more aggressive in this, but he didn't. He's not coming out aggressive. He's just watching, trying to get used to Manny Pacquiao's rhythm.
Ooh. That was a nice right hand, but Pacquiao comes right back.
Most of the trash talk came from Keith Thurman in the weeks leading up to this bout. Pacquiao said, "I'm motivated the more he talks. I want to prove something to him." There's a nice combination by Thurman.
That was a nice right-left right he threw. Thurman did against Pacquiao, but you know, Pacquiao, he's smart and he's been around and he knows he's going to try to get everything he gets touched with. He's going to try to get it back. Good right hand by Thurman. He looks really confident on Thurman.
Yeah, Thurman's coming out with the power punches early.
Final minute, first round from Las Vegas. Look at the punches landed. 10 by Thurman so far. Pacquiao at 6.
Ooh.
Bit of a smile from Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. And Manny Pacquiao moved in with his legs and his hands and caught Thurman backing up. Thurman thought he could back up quick enough, but he wasn't quick enough to get it out of the reach of that punch.
Thurman knocked down late in round 1.
Pacquiao threw that left hand to the body and that right hook right over the top that he's used for years.
Yeah, that was a flash knockdown. That was a wake-up shot for Thurman.
Sure was. Boy, Pacquiao still has it at 40 years old. He's still fast, he's still quick, he's still powerful.
And here's
Pacquiao won out.
Thurman landed 12 punches in round 1. All were power punches. And then Pacquiao with the late knockdown of Keith Thurman. More chance of Manny from this sold-out crowd in Las Vegas.
Thurman landed a nice little body shot along the ropes that Pacquiao shook his head, saying no, it didn't hurt. It may not have hurt, but it was still a nice shot by Thurman.
And then we saw that smile from Pacquiao just before the knockdown.
Yeah, I got to tell you, when Pacquiao starts moving those legs very quickly straight at you, get out of the way.
Yeah,
because that's it, like that, right there. That's where he does it best. He catches you off guard with his quick feet and hands.
Pacquiao looks very quick right now.
Can you imagine at 40 years old still bringing this type of game to a young, strong champion that's never been beaten?
He will turn 41 in December. He told his trainer, Freddie Roach, "I feel like I'm 22.
Well, Thurman just turned southpaw for a second, and they both threw hooks, and Thurman's landed right there on Pacquiao. So this is a little switch right here. Thurman going southpaw, switching back to right-handed again.
Midway through round 2, scheduled for 12. Pacquiao with a knockdown of Thurman in round 1. Another good right by Pacquiao.
Those were blocked by Thurman. He closed the gap. He just put his hands together, and the straight punches were blocked.
Well, you're going to see a lot of that by Pacquiao throwing the punches. I mean,
punches and bunches.
Yeah, and you know, from the other side, if a judge is looking at that, he's going to think that Pacquiao is scoring points on that.
That's true, but the good thing is that Thurman isn't getting hit with it, so he's not getting debilitized by Pacquiao. So he's able to keep the pressure up. He's got to keep his hands up against Pacquiao. Pacquiao has a great move he makes. He hits you with that straight left hand to the body, and then he goes upstairs really quick. Before he even pulls his hands off your body, he's throwing that hook. So it's always best to keep Pacquiao moving backwards. And this is what Thurman's trying to do right now.
And that's what Thurman told us. He said Manny's strength is punches and numbers. My strength is counter-punching and accuracy.
$112 in favor of Manny Pacquiao. And judge at ringside, Tim Cheatham, sees it 115 to 112 in favor of the winner. Boxing's pride of the Philippines, the ageless wonder, the one and only current WBA welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacman Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, the winner in a split decision. Keith Thurman suffers the first defeat of his career. Back upstairs to Chris Myers.
Well, we saw a tremendous high-energy, non-stop action fight that went the distance, that went in favor of Manny Pacquiao with Deontay Wilder.
This guy's a freak of nature with his speed. His footwork won him the fight today.
Yes.
His footwork was the key.
This was a historic, classic performance when you think about a fighter at this age taking on, and Thurman had the early knockdown but withstood. Now, when Thurman stopped fighting and started to box, he made it a little bit of a closer bout.
Most definitely, you know, just Thurman, after that knockdown, you know, I think that was a bit of a surprise for him, you know, being that Pacquiao, you know, the big factor here is the youth, the age, you know, and we was all up into that. And Thurman, you know, I think he overlooked that too much, you know, he was too confident that he was just gonna go in and just swipe a legend out like this, and, you know, and he was sadly mistaken.
Pacquiao clearly landed more effective punches, and when Thurman did hit, he did have that right hand late, but it seemed like Manny just responded.
Yeah, Manny knew that. That's a big punch from Keith. And Manny, you know, Manny's got a great chin, obviously, and responded well. And every time he got hit, he'd come back with 2 or 3. I tell you, Manny's footwork and his speed gave Keith headaches. Keith never expected that.
Yeah.
So Manny Pacquiao, he takes out one time and stiff arms Father Time to keep on fighting. He's the all-time. Let's go back to Kenny.
All right, thanks very much, Chris. 62nd career victory for Manny Pacquiao in his 71st pro bout. Only his second win via split decision. His first back in 2008 over Juan Marquez here in Las Vegas. To Heidi Andro.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Well, Manny, all week you told us that you wanted to prove that you could still do it at 40 years old. Well, you certainly did that here tonight. You were smiling. How fun was this fight for you?
Oh, it's fun. I mean, I'm getting hard for my opponent because he's not easy opponent. He's a good fighter. He's a good boxer. So he's strong.
I know you had a lot of was chanting Manny, Manny, Manny all night long. How much did you draw from this?
The fans, I really love the fans. Thank you so much for coming here and witness the fight. I'm sure you're happy tonight because you see a good fight. Even though Thurman he lost, but he did his best. I mean, he's not easy opponent. He's a good boxer. He's strong, and I mean, I think I just blessed tonight.
You know, you haven't fought 3 times in 1 year since 2000. Staples Center, September 28th. It's Errol Spence, Sean Porter, potentially the winner of that fight.
Yeah, I hope I can watch that fight. I'm going there to witness the fight.
Well, congratulations on an amazing win here at the MGM at 40 years old. You still got it, Manny Pacquiao. All right, standing to my left, Keith, you lost the 0 tonight, but you did so in spectacular fashion. When you heard the split decision, what was going through your mind?
I knew it was too close. You know, he got the knockdown, so he had momentum in round one. You know, I want to thank the fans. I want to thank everybody coming out. This was a beautiful night of boxing. Manny Pacquiao is a truly great, legendary champion. Oh, Senator, great as ye, oh, Senator. I promised I'd say that if he won tonight, and he did. He got the victory over me. I wish I had a little bit more output.
Now, the first to win widely recognized versions of the 147-pound title 4 different times in his career. So Pacquiao victorious. Split decision, Lennox. Were you surprised by that?
You know, it's fair. But Pacquiao was really leading the way. You know, Thurman didn't have no answer for the footwork. Simple as that. And I think, you know, when you look at the fight and how he would have fought the fight, he needed to factor that in to what he needed to do.
And Joe, Thurman acknowledged that Pacquiao was just a little bit quicker, a little bit stronger than he was tonight.
No, exactly right. He said he was a little bit ahead of me on the punches, a little bit ahead of me on the conditioning, and that he learned a big lesson. Look, I was giving the edge, you know, in thinking, of course, ahead of this fight, that Thurman would have the youth on his side, especially down the end. But to tell you the truth, Pacquiao, I think, surprised, except for the most ardent fans, he surprised a lot of people, including myself. I'll never, ever, you know, look to Pacquiao as an old guy again. He's just an amazing person, and it was a tremendous.
He was off for a couple of years, had a couple of injuries, came back with one fight. Now this is his second fight after the comeback, and he did look a bit rusty in the first fight when he came back.
Pacquiao, the first all-time to win a widely recognized world title as a teenager and as a 40-year-old. He joins George Foreman as the only man to hold titles 20-plus years apart.
Yeah, this is like, when you look at these two guys, you can never tell that one guy's 10 years ahead.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Look, you'll never see this again in our lifetime. We'll never see a guy that was 40 years old that could do something like this. Look at this knockdown at the beginning. Oh, well, here it comes right here. Right there. I mean, look how fast those two punches came. That left hand down to the body and the right hook.
I would love to see if, you know, Manny stepped on his foot when he was punching him at that point, because it definitely looked like it.
No, well, I think